check. Hey, what's up? I'm just getting started with my machine.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, that sounds absolutely fantastically blazing. I'm doing tables from the International Open at home, produced on my page, Billiardnet, as well as the Billiardnet YouTube page. But little did I realize, because they must have just changed it like this week, you can only do one production per page at a time, because I'm like, my buddy's streaming on the Billiardnet page because he's my assistant, my authorized user, and he's doing a match right now. Joey Tate and actually, who's the other guy? Dennis Grabe from Estonia, world-class player. I think Joey's winning, actually, but he's doing that already. So I'm trying to start mine with Payne McBride and Marco Teutscher, like the same time, right? And it's like failing, rejecting, throwing it out. And I was like, why? I was like, this don't make any sense. And troubleshooting, basically, I determined that at least within the past probably 2 weeks, they changed it, because you used to be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams or whatever, as many as you want on an authorized channel. Now you can only do one. So he is going to broadcast on the Brackets Billiards channel on Facebook, the Billiardnet page on YouTube, and I'm going to do the Billiardnet page on Facebook and YouTube. And they're going to be different matches every time. This is a pretty interesting match. I've been watching some of it while I've been trying to figure out this tech stuff. Basically, Payne McBride was way up. He was up like 6-1 or 5-1 or something, which would be an upset. Basically, he's probably not supposed to be up. Marco Teutscher is like nearly an 800 speed player, world class. He's even like, got real deep in like world 9-ball tournaments. Payne McBride, the pride of Indiana, is like 18, 19 years old. I think he's still a junior, actually, or might be just getting out of junior stage. But I've known that kid since he was like really, really young. I mean, him and Riley were like starting out playing pool. Probably 8 years old. So I seen that he was playing, and I was like, well, this would be cool, because Payne has been doing a lot of great stuff. I mean, he's been working hard. He's been traveling. He's like D's finest student. At least that's my somewhat impression. So I know there's people in the area that'll watch Payne. I texted him earlier. I was like, I'm going to do your match. He probably didn't even get the text, because he knows to stay off his phone and stuff to focus. But Marco has seemed to come back, and now it's tied at 6. I was curious, because usually the U.S. Open used to be winner breaks race to 11, but I think this is alternate breaks race to 10. I will tell you that the main feed, I think, is $80 if you use the discount code. My discount code is... Oh, he's done, so I'm going to... Okay. He's done. I'm going to try the Billiardnet page. He is done. Mike Cease is done with his match. I think Joey Tate was a winner. Let's give this a rip. I've got enough bandwidth to do it. Obviously, they're on a player break. Is it working? Yeah, I think that is horrible. Because when I do multiple tables and I'm trying to do two tables, two like actual machines, $10,000 streaming rigs at the same time, normally we just do them both on Facebook, and people just find them and stuff like that. But in this case, you can only do one from now on. So I started the Billiardnet page. This match is joined in progress. We're also on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's allowing us to do as many YouTube feeds as we want because they didn't change anything. Looks like Joey won over Dennis Grabe. That's really strong. A slight upset in my eyes, but there's another junior I've known since he was like playing in the ACS junior tournament. His fundamentals were unbelievable. I knew this kid was going to be special. So yeah, Joey Tate won. Yeah, both are on YouTube. And I'm trying to absolutely verify that I'm live on Billiardnet now. Okay, what I was saying is, if you do want to get the full package, where you can watch all the side tables and the main event and all the Bigfoot and all that stuff, because I won't be able to do Bigfoot. I'll just be able to do some of these tables. I'm looking forward to it, though, because obviously this is what I do, and this is my passion. This is a lot of fun. I've been doing this for 15 years. It's probably easier to do it from home instead of going out there and doing 16-hour days on the road. So go to TvMike.live, and you can get $20 off the main table. You'll be able to watch the side tables as well. But, I mean, there's no commentary or anything on that. Back in the day, me and Zach from Digital Pool were partners, if you don't know the history of it. We started OSPN, the Onside Pool Network. We were the first people to build an independent media server in pool. And honestly, it's not all it's cracked up to be anyway, because it's pool. But he did his thing and I did my thing, and I honestly believe that if you have the ability to do multiple tables, you should do them with actual streaming rigs. I mean, the cameras I have, the computers I have, obviously the labor, the time, it's all something. But what we do here is pull these feeds down and then rebroadcast them from my own computer at home. Payne McBride and Marco Teutscher. Now, you're not going to get the same quality, see what I mean? Like, I mean, this is decent. It's come a long way since the Feltcam era. .679, and he was beating up on Marco. I mean, he's got to be like a 700 speed player. He's been working really hard. Obviously, his family has been his #1 support system ever since I've known him. His father used to take him to events all the time. But right now, he's not shooting. Yeah, Mike Cease, that is correct. It lets me know. I'm also on the Mike Pool page because it is also a pretty established, developed page that I turned from a personal page into a content creator page. Facebook changes stuff. So I'm also on that page. But you want to go to the Billiardnet page and make sure you follow it. Now, this is actually not the original Billiardnet page. The original Billiardnet page was deleted with 27,000 followers last year for stupid Facebook bureaucracy. Tyler, what's going on? So this is kind of new to me too. They got Marco's taking the lead. They got a official. I mean, I don't know if there's one referee that racks the balls per table. I mean, this is a lot of work. But I've noticed that the players do not rack for themselves. What's up, John? What's up, YouTube? Now, there's probably going to be a lot more other people doing stuff, so just be on the lookout for different tables and things like that. I mean, obviously, people that have regular jobs that are hobbyist streamers, they're not going to sit here all day during the week and do stuff, but I imagine there's going to be some more content coming out once they get settled. The event just started. The event is actually much bigger this year. They're doing it basically a semi-pro. I believe it's like 650 and under. You could have played in that one. So, and they're using all the same tables, so they're alternating rounds. So there's actually a chance that we're going to see some of that other tournament. And then also, I'll tell you that Digital Pool has all the brackets. I see a game that we should do. Mike DeLauder and Billy Thorpe. 445 on table 12. That would be pretty sweet for us in Ohio. Actually, ironically, those guys are like pretty close friends because they're the top bank players, the top 5. DeLauder's like a monster bank player. Obviously, Billy's the best in the world. They've played banks so many times together and against each other. I was actually able to stream a couple times that they sparred for like 10 hours. But ironically, they're going to play 9-ball. In the first round, they drew each other. And I think Mike sees, I mean, Mike can do kind of whatever he wants, but I think the Max Eberly game would be pretty cool for people back in Central Ohio. If you don't know, Max Eberly is from Newcomers Town, New Philadelphia area, Dover. His family's from there. Technically speaking, he might be the best player in Ohio. Next to Billy. But he's never in Ohio, very rarely. You might catch him up at Fiddlesticks occasionally. Between events. Alright, 7-6 Marco. I'm checking scores on Digital Pool. I could put the Digital Pool template up here, but it displays the text too small for my taste. Again, if you want to buy the main tables, the Bigfoot, I know TvMike.live. I'm special. And so are you if you use that. You get $20 off. Funny, right? I wish this was more like something I would produce. Like, I would zoom in more. You know what I mean? I would have a different perspective. I can't change it. These cameras are just up on top of the lights, opposite of the tables. Ooh. As you can see, the 3 and the 5 are pretty close in color with these cameras. I think he's gonna kick and stick here. I mean, I wouldn't think somebody would play a 3-9 ball combination here, but it's probably not outrageously out of the question because it looks kind of flush, but man, I really had a lot of fun just last weekend in Pennsylvania, 2 of my little local events. Just little 10 ball race to 4. There's some good stuff though, and obviously the player that I stake. Most of you guys already know because you're watching and things like that. But because this event is so huge, you know, I'm gonna pick up new viewers. So that's really why I wanted to put the time in. Major Payne going airborne. Sounds like a Marine nickname, but in this case, he's joining the Air Force. He missed it. Yeah, Mike Cease is telling me we better pick our matches right now. Probably right. It's a lot of work just to sit home and figure out what you're going to do and what table and load the camera and promote it and restart the stream. And so 2 o'clock. See, I think they do the other tournament as well. So we're going to have to switch back and forth. Kevin Ping is only a 6'13", and he's playing in the semi-pro. That's pretty humorous. It's definitely a strong player. He's better than that. I mean, he practically plays almost Buffalo speed. I can give you some links. You can look at the brackets. That's a link to the main event. I just posted it in chat room. See, this guy, I mean, he's a much higher rated player. I mean, he's literally an 800. I mean, he's like world class SVB. So for Payne to be way up on him at the beginning, that was huge. But in the long run, I mean, he's supposed to run him down. I'm going to try to promote this a little bit. A couple groups. I mean, this is like, there's so much to do. I guess I can tag his father, Lee McBride. And once he shares it, everyone and their mom will jump in here. Then maybe he'll come back with a vengeance. Now be aware, I am a betting man. We can make this real interesting. I can set lines on some of these games and be like, I'll take this guy. Just message me. That can be one way I could probably make a couple dollars. But generally, I just take one player. If you like the other guy, if you want him, I'll take the action. Or I'll be like, okay, well, in this game, you know, I'll give you... Payne is probably supposed to get 2 games if you're doing like a race of 10 or 11, I would think. By the Fargo, at least. But, that would have been pretty dangerous to give that line out. Especially when the guy went up like 6-4. Meaning Payne. But now Marco's up 8-6. Just haven't updated the score. I could load the digital pool template in here. It just doesn't look right. It's way too small. Now, we are going to restart the stream. Every time there's a new match, to cut files. So the best thing you can do is like and follow and subscribe to the channels that you are watching this on. And I can always use more YouTube subscribers because that page is not really that big yet. It's almost got 3,000 subscribers. But we'll get there. I mean, I make so much content, it's not funny. That's one of my biggest crises I have in my life. It's like I've got 14 terabytes of video and it's not really available for most people to get because it was all recorded on hard drives, you know, years and years and years ago. And there's not enough time in the day. I'd have to pay somebody to go through it and upload it. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. It's just entirely too much work. Well, he's got himself on this ball. And this is one of them times where I'm going to say this ball don't have to be made. I mean, this guy is a cracked shot, but it's probably 80-20. Man, he made it right in the hole clean. Tough to compete with that, really. Guy leaves himself bad. And then, you know, isn't that bad at all. I mean, this isn't even good. This can definitely be missed as well, but if he this is a little bit easier than what he just had on the 8, really, in my idea. But it probably doesn't matter. He's got some ghost ball system, something, edge of the ball, whatever. I mean, some secret European trick. For sure. See, I mean, he's getting outrun here, unfortunately, for Payne. He really started out strong, though. He was way in the lead. All right, so Marco is on the hill. If it's a race to 10, which I think it is. It used to be races to 11 when it was in Virginia, if I remember. But this event has changed a lot. Like, it used to be called the U.S. Open. But, as you know, when Barry Berman, the guy that was behind the U.S. Open, he passed away. His son sold the name to Matchroom. So the U.S. Open now is the one that's in New Jersey that Matchroom runs, and this is now called the International Open. All right. Major Payne's got ball in hand. You know, I thought about gambling some sets, but I forgot I was going to do this all week, so I'm probably not going to be calling up Courtney or the other guys that I play, because this is going to be non-stop rock and roll. If you want it, you got it, and you got to sit here to get it. It's 2 o'clock. We gotta look for some games. Feel free to look and make some suggestions. I used to tell my girlfriend, hey, where you want to go? What do you want to do? Whatever you want to do. It don't matter what she said. It was what I wanted to do. So if I really want to do a game, I'm gonna do it. But you can make some suggestions. There's a lot of tests I need to do, and if you can look at the bracket and be like, yeah, this sounds good, I mean, I want to do stuff that is probably going to be a clean match, like a fair match, like not like a 700 on a 500 or something like that, because I mean there's numerous names. Okay, here's a decent one that you may not know one of the players, but I know him. Rodney Morris, former Mr. USA Moscone Cup 9-ball champion versus Martin Daigle, who's like the highest rated player in Quebec. 750 and a 730. That would be good. That says table 31. I don't think table 31 has got a camera on it. Hennessy's going to play, but he's playing a 540, so that's probably not going to be something I might grab onto. Here's one. Tommy Kennedy and Raymond Linares. That's actually pretty good. Former U.S. Open champion Tommy Kennedy from Florida. Mike Cease will probably do Max Eberle, but I don't know for sure. I just made a nice suggestion to him. You can look at the brackets on Digital Pool. Shane Van Boening versus Brent Worth. I mean, that'd be cool for the kid, but chances are it's probably going to get run over. But anything Shane Van Boening versus the Ghost versus, I could put TvMike versus Shane Van Boening, and it's going to get 20,000 views on YouTube in like no time. So from a content creator perspective, those big names are kind of what you want to look for. But I like Mike D, Mike DeLauder, and Billy Thorpe. I kind of like that. That's coming up on table 12. I mean, obviously, everyone that watches here would be like, "Oh, Billy's playing great." I mean, honestly, you don't really see Billy too much anymore. You don't see him locally. He's way past the state. If there's something going on somewhere else, he's gone. He wouldn't even come out to, like, you know, one of my $1,000 added tournaments or anything to rob the place. Alright, Payne's got like a natural setup here. Just don't float behind the 9. I mean, he's still got some ways to go, though. Marco is on the hill. I had to be a tattletale. I'd be like, hey, these guys aren't using their tablets. You better go tell them they got to update the score. Man, he almost put too much into that. Like, too close. I mean, I think he's probably fine, but I mean, obviously this is a little something. No problem. Alright, I got some promos and stuff and raffles and gotta make some money somehow. Let's see how this comes out. I didn't check the volume really.
Alright, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me, it's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Daddy. Daddy the McBride. I figured you were a good source to find a viewer in this match here. Payne was up, actually. But he's probably, you know, I mean, he's going to get outrun by 800 speed Fargo more than likely, but he's been doing amazing stuff, man. Just traveling and grinding and playing in almost every event he can. And he's not even 20 yet. Oh. It's like a medium speed break. Does anyone know what the break rule is? Like, to stop Corey Deuel from soft breaking? I mean, probably 2 or 3 balls got to go past his side pocket or something. Because he did kind of like soft break that, but obviously 3-4 balls went down the other side. Very nice. We got a lot of people watching. That's cool. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and follow and subscribe to the page. This might be it. You like the Lauder and Billy? I like that because obviously I'm from Ohio. And a lot of my viewers on a regular basis would probably gravitate to that match. Like when I did the stuff from the Derby remotely, I was like, oh, Chris Suter's playing. We got to grab him. You know. Speaking of Chris Suter, is he even playing in this? I figured he would. But I don't think so. Don't see him in a bracket. John Mora in the first featured TV table match beat Gabe Owen 10-3. Wow. Here we got a lamb match. Slaughter of the Lamb. Skylar Woodward, 8'11" versus Ben Herbrina, 6'78". I mean, 6'78" is a great speed, but up against that? That'd be like me putting Mackey in this tournament. LOL. He'd be like, yeah, I played good. It was 10-1. I didn't miss a ball. Payne is still in it. Some of these Fargos that Digital Pool pulls up, they're not always accurate either. Nine, 7. You know, I probably do have some of that content in different places. Yeah, I mean, he was really young when I met him and we started doing the videos and stuff. Some things have been lost. The stuff that was on the Billiardnet page that was on Facebook only, which is actually a lot, but Facebook's got it locked on a server somewhere probably. But I have a lot of the stuff that from TvMike.tv on drives. I mean, for me to actually go find somebody specific, unless I know what event they were at, it's going to be very difficult. Billiardnet.tv, the website, the subscription platform is now under construction because I've moved servers and I'm not as astute at putting all that together as I'd like to be, so I got to rely upon other people, but there's got to be videos. This isn't quite as crazy as the Mikey McLean shot that I made a clip of this weekend that got like 10, 15,000 views on that video. But, I mean, this is no gimme. Man, these high-rated players just play so good, man. This game is so hard to be good at. It's ridiculous. People don't realize it. A lot of people do realize it, but it takes more than fundamentals, though. It's a nice line. Real good line. I mean, he's pretty much right there. Payne probably hoping for another hurricane to roll in right about now. Yep. So it looks like Marco will win 10-7. It's 2:30. We have to find something to do before then. We can watch commercials, obviously, but $10-7 for Marco. I believe it's double elimination. All right, let me do my cue raffles and stuff. I'm going to look. Hey, guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100-spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Yeah, so that is a current raffle if you want to support. Just scan this. At any time, best deal is 6 spots for 100. If you scan this on your screen, don't have Cash App anymore. That will go right to my Zelle. I set this up last night, so it's easy to pay for a raffle or something. I have the board with me. I can just get the spots and put your name on the spots and verify that for you and show you the board and stuff. I'm trying to find something else to do temporarily. I can't move cameras around. I can switch tables, but I can't like manually move the camera or anything.
All right, guys. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Actually, I mean, I could send you an invoice and you could pay the invoice like it's a business invoice and it would go through. If you wanted to buy some raffles, I could do that. You send me a message if you do, and I can email you an invoice and you can pay it. It's the same idea, really, but that's appreciated. There are some great pieces in there. There's already 30, 40 spots sold on that board. Oh, there's Brent. Is he playing? He's going to play Shane Van Boning, but I don't know if it's on this table. This is 28, so half the time I'm going to be like looking at this bracket. Then you got to search for tables. I gotta say this digital pool setup has actually come a long way. Hennessy will play on this table at 4:45. But I think they do another round of the semi-pro. Because there's matches scheduled for 2:45. And that would be very shortly. So I would have to do like one of the semi-pro matches, which I'm not opposed to that, but I just want to find something somebody would want to watch with some players that are somewhat known. Oh, Brent is playing on this table in the semi-pro shortly. We could certainly possibly do that. He's one of Dee's students as well. I mean, if I just put like Joe Blow versus Joe Blow, and you don't know who they are, it's not going to be very interesting. Start from the top. Royce Chen, I know him from New York. Kevin Ping, yeah, that's pretty good. People know him down south in Tennessee and Kentucky. Or I could just leave it here. It could be interesting. He's playing a player with a -90 Fargo. So, like, I don't even think the guy has a rating. But we could do this. We could do Brent's game. There's just so much stuff here. It's like being in a grocery store. Like, what do I want right now? What do I feel like eating? Still got 70, 80, 90 people watching. Let's see. I guess we'll just stick with Brent since he's a junior. I mean, I've been exposed to him a little bit, but he's from Virginia. I want to see how good this -90 Fargo plays. And then I'll probably do Billy and Mike DeLauder at 445. And this semi-pro event is a race to 7. Here, I'm going to restart this Facebook feed. I'll leave the YouTube one going. I'm going to run some cue commercials while I do this stuff in the background, okay? These are some cue videos. I have all these cues. If you're interested, hit me up. 3 or 4 different kind of woods are in this. I don't have any clue why it's still around, to be honest with you. $1,700. It's got roasted maple, which is keel wood, zirconia, and Hollywood. I've had a lot of people look at this cue, but nobody just grabbed it. Somebody almost grabbed it in a raffle, but they didn't. So I still have it. Hit me up if you want to pick it up. Here's another one that's extremely nice. It's been around a while. I have no idea why. Let's start with Tiger Stripe Maple, which is dyed, impregnated. Tiger Stripe, you have to see it in the light, but it has this wavy type figure. It's wild. So you see it? That's why they call it Tiger Stripe. So then you got Mother of Pearl, and you got the brass insets. You got these rings, and it's throughout the cue in 3 places. Then you got the points. All around it. The pink cues. And this is a 2,100. I'll do a little bit off on this one. I'll do a little bit off on some of the cues that have been around for a while. And this is a pink. And although pink is many times feminine, in this case, I remember several guys that were like, man, I love that cue. I would rock that cue. Come and get it while it's hot. Doing a lot of promotions here. If you want to watch that, go to TvMike.live. You can sign up for $20. Here's another one, guys, I'll do a little bit of a deal on. This is an impregnated wildwood with some rings in it, a nice segment. Here's another cue, which has just got really. Here's another one that's using actual keel wood in a really dark cocobolo. So obviously this is cocobolo and this is keel wood, as it's called roasted maple. Keel wood is actually just heat treated maple.
Alright, so
it's what they make keel wood shafts out of.
Names up for the feed.
There's another cue that was designed pretty much from this same template using different woods, keel wood, and Booker's got that one, but this one is 1300. You're a bit out of a budget, you can get something really nice for a more affordable price. Alright, here's another nice piece that's been around for a little while. It's 1500 Zirconi Bacardi Bloody Jasper, which is this red stone, and gold webbing. So you got this whole design thing here on the butt, textured wrap, another ring, and then you have more bloody jasper in the points. And there's two different kind of woods in the points, and then you have all the way at the top arrow points with bloody jasper in it. So yeah, you can get a good deal on this one too, 1,500 bucks. Here's a nice little cue I got a few weeks ago at the Wisconsin State Tournament. I picked it up. For the price, it's a nice little piece. It's got all this buffalo turquoise in it. And then you got to look real close, but in this point, there's a brass dot in the middle of all of them. And obviously it's not too elaborate, but it's a nice little piece. Some wood figuring. This is great for like a $1,000 raffle or something like that. It's $8.95. Bird's eye maple, buffalo turquoise, 18.7 ounces with an Ultra Pro shaft. Hit me up.
I made them quite a while ago.
All right, guys. Here's another cue. This is from last year's batch. Somebody won it in a raffle, and then they didn't want it anymore. It was never played with. So, I mean, my inventory is all clean. This is mint. This is a very rare Honduran rosewood burl. It was the first cue that was sold or, you know, raffled when I got my batch of cues last year for a reason. I mean, look at the wood. And then it is an epoxy hybrid blank with turquoise and gold webbing. Alright, here's another nice piece that's been around for a little while. It's 1,500 Zirconi Bacardi Bloody Jasper, which is this red stone, and gold webbing. So you got this whole design thing here. Here, look at this one.
Everyone and their mom wants this cue, but nobody's bought it yet.
I mean, this is gorgeous too.
It still is available. 2,500. All right, I got everything ready for Brent's match.
It's great colors.
I don't think they started yet, though. He's just hit balls.
I'm taking these pictures in my kitchen under on my stove oven because it has good light. I mean, this is all black through here, but this is just crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. I do not know. I remember seeing the blank. I do not know the process of that. I kind of have an idea, but even at that, it's like, I don't know how somebody would have the patience to do that. Yep. Alright, here we go with the other one. I'm just rotating this for you. I mean, just like any of our cues, they look better in person in light. I mean, you can see little sparkles and stuff in here. Actually, I mean, that's just, it's like a painting. I love it. You'll never see anything like that. I mean, maybe he'll make some more blanks that are like kind of this style, but he's like, I want to try something new. I was like, okay. Alright, so I'm taking pictures on my stove where my light is. So it's pretty good light. I believe this is Buckeye Burl. There's even a ring like that. Little blue ring. That's awesome. I think this is the right one. This is impregnated burl. We got work on the butt cap. I mean, that's a really nice wood. This one's a bit more than those other ones. There's more work in it. It's orange hybrid. I mean, all the woods are highly figured. And you got wood in the inlays and the points. So this says impregnated burl cocobolo. I could actually ask the guy exactly what wood this is, but that's that one. Alright guys, here's another one that's right up my wheelhouse. I seen this one at the shop a couple months ago and I was like, I need to get this one. It's a really interesting blue. Look at that. It's like blue. It's called a snakeskin. See, it's impregnated burl. Snake skin. It's got a black shaft with it, 12.3 version 4.0. It's 2200. I mean, it's really nice. It's got points, snake skin. This was not a customized commission blank, but it's also got these. That's not turquoise, but they're blue. I mean, it's kind of turquoise, but it's not turquoise. The stone that we use in cues. But you got some interesting wood patterns. You got to look real close, but you can see rings in the wood. That's probably cocoa, but it's real nice. I know somebody's gonna want it real quick. And obviously these are all one of ones, and when they're gone, they're gone. See, 3 of 24 just came out. Just came out. Hit me up, guys. And if you like this one, but you don't like it enough to buy it, message me. I'll show you a lot more cues that you probably will like. So this looks a little more yellow because the light is yellow.
These are more like a dark.
Well, I got everything done, but this dude is not even at the table right now. So
well, there's two colors in these rings. They're a bit lighter. They're not as yellow. But anyways,
show up and do all the work to set the stream up.
Piece of pearl. We got some other rings up here in segments.
Like any
those are
cues,
olive wood
hit me up.
rings, actually.
I mean, I got like 20 more coming out in about 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, 2 months. That means I have like 50 in stock. So I'm going to be doing deals. If you like something, I'm going to give you $300-400 off.
Yep. This light makes it look a little bright orange. It's not so much orange.
I still have it. Like
I can take it out of this light and you'll see the difference. See? It changes. This is more like the real light because this is sunlight coming in the bathroom, but yeah, this is like completely unique. Nobody even knows how this was made, actually. Thanks. All right, everyone, we're outside in the natural sunlight. Taking a look at this cue that somebody wants to get some better pictures of. Obviously, I don't need to say anything. This thing is pretty incredibly unique.
I don't see him. I see Brent, but I don't see the other guy.
2,700 out the door. And this will not last long. I promise you that.
You sign up for a $20 discount.
All right, here's another one. This would be like the sister to
TvMike.live.
that cube, pretty much. I mean, this is incredible.
You get a special deal.
Hybrid blank. Either one of this or the purple one would look great with a black shaft. This is pink, red, white, sparkles, bloody jasper, and the red rings, and
so they're going to alternate between
the diamonds.
The open rounds.
So yeah, just like the other cue, this one's 2,700 out the door. Hit me up if you want it. Obviously, when somebody gets it, it's gone. It's that simple. All right, here's another one that somebody wanted to take a look at. This is a really nice spalted maple. It's got like textures in it, obviously. But this is the story.
Brent is back at the table. But
turquoise rings offset this amazing epoxy hybrid artistic combination. I mean, it's one of a kind, insane. More spalted maple.
Killer B says,
and this is in direct sunlight, so this looks really accurate with the colors. 2,200 out the door. It's 18.9 ounces. Wowza.
The referee's like, the guy ain't here yet. Let's go find him. So, there, like I said, there might be a forfeit. It must be that negative 90 Fargo he's got. I'm gonna see if I can get our buddy Shane Jackson to jump in with us to do the Billy and Mike DeLauder match. I have to switch headsets, so I was going to try to do 2 computers in my living room, and then Mike Cease do one. I mean, maybe I still will, but it seems like...
Alright, we're going to try some new lighting here. This is right under my sink. I think it's good. It's more white.
I think I still have that cue. Mike Cease made that, but no, that cue's gone.
This is one of Mike Cease's blanks. Buckeye Burl. And epoxy.
Mike Cease put that blank.
With white Juma. That white.
Another table.
And these little blue rings. Nice piece. Alright, here's another looker.
This one
you
is
like
on
blue.
a payment plan, so I might as well remove it, but it's a really nice piece. Mike Cease made that one too.
Impregnated Buckeye Burl Bacote.
So it is.
This is the Bacote. It also has blue rings in it. It's fully segmented. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bacote, and olive wood. So this is kind of in the similar family as the other one. The blanks were made at the same time, I know, because I was there. That's olive wood. This is Bacote.
There might have been that one. I mean, there's so many cues.
Nice balance of color and wood. More so wood than anything, but really nice figure
This
there.
guy is still not reported to the table. I think he's going to be a he's going to be a forfeit. So I don't know if I can find something else, or I'll just have to move on to the 4 o'clock round. I could find something else, but for me to restart a stream, type all the names because they already started.
Let's get it.
All these games are restarted.
All right, here we go. This is a teal dyed maple burl with obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it up into a full segment.
Daniel Charlo, table 30. He's from Rochester. He's
With little
actually
dashes of color. I just like sitting around taking pictures and videos of cues. This one right here, check this figuring out in this wood. That is Honduran rosewood.
That one is.
It says rosewood on here, but I know it's Honduran rosewood. It's one of the most expensive and rarest woods there is. So there's several segments with the Honduran rosewood in it, and these little rings here, that's
actually doing a
olive
raffle
wood.
for this cue. It's kind of
There
like
you
a
go.
raffle, except you only win
This
that
piece
cue.
is
But that
incredible.
cue was insane. It was one of my favorite cues that I had in the most recent times. I'm doing rosewood. But
Now obviously it's a one-of-one, and when somebody gets it, it is gone. So you better hit me up.
this one, I do Mike Cease.
Here we have another hybrid piece. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bird's Eye Maple up here. And then you have Purple Heart, which is a nice addition. And then you also have Bloody Jasper. So there is a lot of resin in this piece. A very plum type color. And also those little purple rings. Nice addition. Of course, as always, this is a one-of-one. So if you like it, you better hit me up. Thank you. I did some of these already, but I'm redoing it in this light. It's more of a whiter light. It's under my kitchen sink, actually. So obviously this one is a really nice piece of bird's eye maple, really clean. This is azurite, which we use in cues, in these rings. Now it just so happens to completely match the custom resin part. Double segments.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Alright guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet, actually, is the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks. We have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sports pretty often. Here's our movie section, where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special network for the DAZN events. We got Canadian networks. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here. Then you don't have to look for it anymore. All right, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is TvMike. Check out our sponsors streaming TV service. We also have a VOD add-on, stands for video on demand, but I'm not even going to get into this here. It will be provided as a trial. Hit us up, send a message, check it out today.
Well, I had the names all ready to go, but the guy was a no-show. I don't know if he's been officially forfeited yet. I mean, I could watch another table, but you're going to be joining, like, something in progress. And it's still in the bracket. Brent must have left, and the guy, I don't think, showed up. Zero, yeah. Well, where's Kevin Pink's getting his ass kicked. Table 5. Well, we can watch this. Really don't want to do all the names again, but joining it in progress. Brace to 7. I will leave this on, but I'm going to go set up for Billy, and basically I'm just going to get my stuff ready. This guy's at 619, and he's beating Kevin Ping by 5 games to 0 already. Something tells me he's not really a 619, because Kevin is not a 620 himself. This table looks a little bit brighter than the other one. It was Brentworth versus another guy in the semi-pro. But I think Brett is supposed to play Shane Van Moning as well. Like in the next round. But I believe the new end guy was a no-show because he hadn't showed up. And I mean, I'm tired of running commercials. I'd rather not constantly run commercials. I mean, obviously it benefits me if somebody buys a cue, but it gets a little tiring. This is table 5. Back to 28. No-show Jones. Back to 5. I'll just leave it over here. Yeah, this Francisco here, he's up 5-0, about to go up 6-0, about to get on the hill. It is a race to 7. Kevin's a good player, but this guy must be not letting him see anything and playing way above his speed. I actually put Buffalo in a bank set with Kevin for 2,000 down in Georgia at Lucky Break Billiards last year when we did the King of Georgia event, Buffalo. actually won, and he pulled it out on him. I was like, well, you know, I know you're a good banker, but you don't know what you don't know, I guess. So we ended up winning it. If you're watching, Jason, that was appreciated that you did win that. Yeah, this guy, I mean, he's a good player. Maybe he's just not showing it today, or he's getting overrun. We'll see. Alright, it's very hard to focus to do anything because there's so many things to do. He's got to play Carlo Beato on table 26 at 4:45 in the next round. Tommy Kennedy game would be pretty good, actually. Raymond Linares is pretty. I mean, there's a lot of good games, that's for sure, which we cannot get. You can get that by going to TvMike.live and sign up. It's like $70 for the whole event. Table 12, Mike D, Billy Thorpe. I mean, Billy should win over that, but it's kind of funny that they're playing each other because they're such rivals in bank pool. Okay, Mike Cease is going to do the Max Eberly game in the next round. Now I have to decide if I want to do Billy and Mike or Tommy Kennedy and Raymond Linares. I kind of like the Tommy Kennedy Linares game, actually, but it might be a little bit closer. This dude, I mean, he just straight ran over him. 7-0. Oh, not very exciting. All right. One night and one night only. What do you want to see? What table? 1 through 30. I need to make some food, actually, but I'll put it on and then finally decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, John Francisco beat Kevin Ping 7-0. Buffalo's probably at home. He's watching, actually. It's tough to compete when you fuck your steak horses over. LOL. No, I don't hate the guy. I just, it is what it is, really. The brackets are in digital pool. I'll put it in the YouTube chat here. I'm going to restart this YouTube feed for this next match, so you have to come back and make sure you subscribe. I mean, that would mean a lot to me. It'll get our viewer numbers up, and you'll get all the notifications. I mean, I'll be doing this event. I'll probably be doing tables from the Derby. I do stuff every week. I gamble with C players and get robbed. There's all kinds of funny stuff here. There's also a link to the semi-pro. Those are different brackets, actually. Anybody got a table they want? Brent, I was trying to stream your game, man, but your buddy didn't show up, your opponent. Sorry about that. I'm sure you're more sorry than anyone else. Or maybe not, because you got to buy, LOL. But, yeah, try to get your game up there. It was right after Payne. There might be some junior fans watching. And then I moved it to Kevin's game. And then he got blown out. This is real exciting.
All right, guys.
This is worse.
We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Interesting. It looks like Geralt from The Witcher is playing Reese Chen from New York City. I think he's from New York City. I kind of know the guy. It looks like the score is 3-2. Robert Hicks, Rice Chen. He's supposed to win. He's a 650. Anybody a fan of The Witcher? I used to play the video games. My problem was I'd play the game and then I'd get so far, then I'd be like, well, this is really hard. I'm not really good at video games anymore. I gotta quit. So I never finished the game. I get stuck. 3-2. But yeah, this guy looks like long silver hair. You don't know, Race to 7. At least it's it's more of a competitive game here, so. Man, I don't know if I want to do Billy or Mike. Or Billy and Mike, or Tommy and Raymond Linares. I guess we'll do Billy because I'm from Ohio, so more people tune in. I mean, that'll be a good winner. And I promise I'm gonna restart the stream for that. $4.45. And Mike Cease is going to do Max Eberly. Whoever Max Eberly is playing. And he will restart the feed for that as well. So you want to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. His other Facebook feed is going to be on Brackets, which Bracket Billiards, it's the old pool room that we had for a couple of years down there. The page is not very big, it's not very established, so I'll probably have to try to find a link and post it for you, then you gotta follow it. Because Facebook is not allowing us to do 2 streams on the same channel at the same time. That's like something new, which really pissed me off actually. Let me find the Brackets channel. Or subscribe to YouTube, because YouTube will email you and let you know when there's a new video. Oh, he's doing he's doing a women's game right now. There's a link to the Brackets channel, the Brackets page on Facebook. So if you want to see more action that Mike's gonna do, you can go there on Facebook. Logan Lane versus Catherine Fairchild. Yeah, I don't know the random players, but that's what he's doing right now. So, I like that page. Follow that page, or I guarantee if you just subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'll be on YouTube as well. I thought Royce was from I thought he's from New York, but I'm not sure. It says he's Jamaican, but this is table 1. Three. I'm never gonna get any food. I better get that microwave warmed up because that's all I'm gonna be eating. I was gonna cook breakfast. Noodles, probably.
All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me. It's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord. Cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100 spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this at any time. It'll connect to my Zelle. I don't have Cash App anymore. But thanks for the support. Enjoy the... Well, I'm cooking some sausage patties in the kitchen. I think these guys went on break because I know the score is 4-3. Okay, here he goes. That's Robert. This is race to 7. This is the semi-pro event. I know somebody was talking about this guy. Like, I mean, there's 650 and under is in a semi-pro event. And then the International Open will resume calling matches at 4:45. So that'll be our next game we're going to do is Billy Thorpe and Mike DeLauder. And yeah, if you want to check out my streaming service, just send me a message. It's the bomb. A lot of people have it actually. And Pool, of all the people that came up with, found their way to hustle streaming TV or whatever, mine runs the best. It might cost a little bit more, but mine runs the best. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we're going to stop streams and start streams and everything else. I'm definitely going to restart this feed when it's Billy and Mike.
Probably around 4:30. And then we're also going to have my buddy doing another table, Mad Max Eberly, which is against Timothy Majors. Not sure where, well, he says United States, but I'm not sure where he's from. But Max Eberly's got a lot of roots in central Ohio, where Mike lives. So there's actually people that, there will be people that want to watch that all over, really, but why not do a Max Eberly match? Right now, this is Rice Chen and Robert Hicks, a semi-pro event, table 1 on the floor. Rice to 7. Match started at 2:45. Scott Branson, go to that page and like that page. And send me a message on that page. You want to check it out. Also have a $2,000 choice Jacoby raffle going on a 100-spot tip board.
this is all a fucking manipulative joke to get more people in the bigger event and keep them from playing and give these guys money. Because none of these people deserve a fucking penny.
Jason.
I mean, really, this is like watching you play pool. Did you just see that? This guy's sponsored. He's got the fucking shirt on. This motherfucker. This is a fucking joke. Look at this guy. Reese. Livingston, Bradenton, Florida. Sponsored player. You
What?
play better than these guys, or at least equal.
No
It's a
way,
good match between
Jason.
you guys. You're in a good game over here. Why don't you just put all my, put them all on. Put them all on, everyone, put them all on.
Oh, listen. I'm about to. Oh my god, I'm about to eat. I don't know if. I mean, I would have no problem if you commentated, but I don't think that I could just openly allow that kind of. I get it. I mean, I guarantee these guys play better than me, especially on a 9-foot table. I don't play no 9-foot pool. I mean, I can make maybe 2-3 balls in a row on a 9-foot table, probably. But Reese, okay, yeah. I mean, I met him before. I thought he was from New York City, but I mean, it's just it's very entertaining. I mean, I get it. I mean, I totally get it. I don't know if somebody dumped because they wanted to be a 650. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know if they're extremely strict about that. All I know is they're doing a semi-pro event. They're calling it a semi-pro event. In my opinion as well, semi-pro is like 700. You know, they get more people there. And some of these guys are playing in the open, too. But, I mean, Buffalo's sending me recorded messages, and I just put it on there just for entertainment. Oh, my God. But, we're going to have Billy Thorpe and Mike DeLauder on in the next round, 4:45. They're running equal. You know, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy they're doing alternate break in the open event. I mean, it is alternate break, right? I thought they were doing. I mean, used to be just winter breaks. I mean, that's guys would run 7 racks and be like, okay, well, maybe I can catch up. So they changed the event than what it used to be, but it's not called the U.S. Open anymore anyway. You sent me another message. You want me to play that one on air? Yeah, I don't know. The first one, I mean, the first message, I probably wouldn't want to play it on air, but it is what it is. I mean, I think it's cool. I can sit home and stream, you know, and I can be one of Zach's little. I can work for Zach basically for nothing, but it's content. And he helped me last week when we went to Kansas because my media server's not set up right, and guys are having a hard time figuring out this other code and just computer nerd type stuff. So he helped me out. I was able to break even almost on the event because of that. Otherwise, I'd have to do it
all on Facebook and YouTube and stuff, but everyone's got an opinion. I'm sure these guys are still happy to play in the event, have fun, compete. I don't know what it pays. I don't know what was added to it. The brackets are there. The only person I know on the list is like Kevin Ping, and he just got blown out. The controversy is the fact that Jason thinks that these guys are not very good players, and there's a lot of players that I mean, I don't know. They call it a semi-pro event. 650 and under is not a semi-pro event. I mean, Mackie might be able to play some of these guys, but that is Jason Hunt sending me messages on my phone. And like I said, I had to cook. Yeah. I mean, I miss those steaks. You know, Jason used to make the best steaks over here. I mean, granted, I'm not buying center cut fillets anymore. I'm just going to the grocery store and buying $6 T-bones in packages for $12 or whatever. But it is what it is. Got a good laugh out of it, though. I mean, I'm afraid to play this message. It's a minute long. I don't know what it says. Let me see what it says, and then maybe I'll play it on air. All right, I'll play it. I just want you to be more civil.
It's supposed to be a semi-pro event. Okay? The system that we have created makes these players keep their numbers underneath 650. This used to be the U.S. Open, where everybody played even and we all were winner breaks. Now what they've done is they made it 650 and under. They've kept out all the top players that deserve to play in this event. Now they have a whole venue of players that purposely work on their Fargo number, which means they have to lose on purpose, which means they aren't going out and trying their best every day, because if they get over 650, they cannot play in events like this. And we have created a bar table circuit country where everything's played on bar tables, and now you put them on big tables and they really can't make a ball. Play that one. Since you try to say, oh, they're saying these players suck. I'm saying this is what we've created. We've created these players, sucky players, where people aren't getting better. They're purposely losing and to keep their numbers down so they have opportunities. Listen, bro, here's the deal. Play this one.
right, so I finished my, I don't know what it is because it was meant to be breakfast, but. So Jason is saying, well, I will correct you, Jason, and say that this is the other division. This is not the open division. They have a semi-pro division, what they call it, 615 under, and then they have the open division. So different tournaments, 2 different brackets, which you can look at on Digital Pool. And I don't see anyone else doing. I don't see anyone else doing tables right now. But I will tell you that if you want to get all the side tables and the main table, you can use I know TvMike.live, and it goes to the Digital Pool AccuStats page, and you get $20 off the stream. So I think it's like $70. And that helps me keep doing free content without Zach getting overzealous about me doing tables. It helps promote what he's doing, and then it gives people an option. I mean, I know some people that are watching right now are never going to buy the stream anyway. But they will still enjoy watching whatever content that we managed to capture. Mike's doing another table, and I'm doing one at home. I was going to do 2, but it's just too much stuff to do. So, there's 2 different divisions here that are playing right now. There's also going to be the Bigfoot Challenge, which is obviously the elite. I think it's 10 ball on 10-footer. Same as a derby. I don't think there's a one-pocket event, but there might be. I know there's a straight pool event later on. There's also like a all women's, no tranny event. Just all women, genuine, natural women, no alternate. I mean, who would ever thought that, 20 years ago they'd be talking about we have to do just women's tournaments, but that's fine and dandy. There's also I think there might even be a split bracket, but that's not in here. I think it's in another adjacent room, but I'm not exactly sure because obviously I'm not there. But Jason did make some good points that the players. I mean, you make a lot of valid points, really, but the pool in the United States is business. So you're not going to find pool rooms with like 29-footers anymore. I mean, it's just a fact. So they want to play pool league, so they're going to get bar tables. So when it's time for somebody to play in a 9-foot table, you're probably right. It's a pretty reasonable, accurate assessment of that. Their 9-foot table game probably is not very strong. But I mean, Fiddlesticks has got 9-footers, but you don't see anyone really, really trying to strive to play like high-level pool. I mean, if anything, I would thought Chris Suter would have gone to the event and played in the International Open. I think this guy is ticked off because he got half ball hooked. Now, it doesn't say the robustness on the digital pool Fargo, but if you actually look up the Fargos, it'll have the robustness. So obviously, FargoRate.com has to be a website I can get to at any given time. Reese Chen from New York, 648, 2,132 robustness. I mean, that's a huge amount of robustness. So if he gets a lot better, his Fargo will not go up very fast, I'll tell you that, because it's a law of averages. Robert Hicks. Well, there's a number of Robert Hickses, so I'm not sure which one it is, but actually I can figure out which one it is by looking at the 583 one. Well, I don't even see that. I see a 622. That might be close. See, this, some of the Fargos is not valid. I mean, it's obviously not the 237 or the 382 from Vegas. That's I mean, that's another thing. Fargo was not set up optimally, in my opinion. I mean, I've talked about it. Other people talk about it. You know, you have one rating for all games on all tables. That just can't be right. He might be a 622 from Florida, but that information isn't actually given. So, unless maybe it's Bob Hicks. There's a Bob Hicks that's a 582 from Florida. Well, whether it's Rob or Bob, he's up 6-5. He's on the hill. This is a semi-pro event match, so then again, don't agree that semi-pro would be a 650, but that's how they named it. Again, after this, we're going to restart the feeds and do Billy Thorpe and Mike DeLauder playing 9-ball. Maybe Shane Jackson will jump in on commentary. You have 50 viewers. Appreciate you guys checking us out during the day. I could go to Fiddlesticks and play in the Monday night tournament, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to grind out as much content as we can get. What's the other one you sent me?
This is supposed to be a semi-pro event, okay? The system that we have created.
Oh, we already played that one.
Players keep it's all the same guy, the guy from Florida. Obviously, he's not a 583 because he plays even with the Rice Chin, who's a 650.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 622 would be his actual Fargo. That's the problem. That's Digital Pool is pulling Fargo numbers that I don't know where they're pulling them from, because there's multiple names and multiple listings, and it must be not an updated database. But if somebody types in a name in Digital Pool, they got it where it pulls the Fargo number from the database. I mean, Zach and these guys, Digital Pool, got a few, some pretty cool things going on, but it obviously needs more work, but there's some good ideas there. Then again, if you want to run a tournament, you can use Challenge, or you can use Engine Pool, or you can use a piece of paper for that matter, like we did in Kansas. It took longer for the draw, but do it. Well, Donnie Mills is hitting balls, so he must be up here next. And Robert Hicks must have beat Reese Chin. Let's see. Well, he didn't have to go far because he's from Florida. Donnie Mills. Rick Miller. His name sounds familiar. Virginia, maybe. Table 1 at 445. But I'm not going to do this game. I'm going to do Billy's game. So I told you I was going to restart everything and get everyone hyped up. And table 12. Shane Wolford. That's who's over there now. But, yeah, I'm going to run some commercials. I'm going to cut this off, and then we'll get started with that feed. You have to come back. Make sure to subscribe. Hey, Jason, it's the extortionist. Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100-spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this at any time. It'll connect to my Zelle. I don't have Cash App anymore. But thanks for the support. Enjoy the show.